Today we are going to make this cute pencil half pinwheel. So this is what we are making today. It's in 2-inch ribbon. We're going to be using the 5-inch template, and we are going to be using the cutting edge ruler. I don't use it often enough, but I've got my wood burning tool out, so I thought I'd show you some of the other uses you can use it rather than just points and ear spikes. So you'll need 50 centimetres of your ribbon for wrapping around the template, and then we need 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres of brown and 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres of pink for the eraser. So that's pencil tip, and then we've got black for the tip of the pencil and grey for the eraser. So, and when you're wrapping, just so you know, both of the ends to make the pencil need to be the same side up, just so you know. So we're going to do the eraser first, and I've got my board here, and what I'm going to do first is on the layer at that edge, I'm going to layer this on here. And the first thing I'm going to do is, with my metal ruler, I'm going to place it on there, get that all nice and even, and you see where this little edge trim is here of the 9mm, so that like edge that you have, to get a nice even finish. I'm going to run my tool across there like so to get a nice clean edge, and then I'm going to take it again and we're just going to take the edges off of that, and I do it to about 2.5 inches just so we've got enough to do the overlap. Okay, and then you can place that on the end of your, and I'll just use a clip to hold that in place. I'm just going to trim it down so that the layers are even. And what I've done with my Pepsi Max cans, I've cut one open and I have made some little templates. So this is a template I made, which is 2 inches wide. So you cut it, so say this was for 1 inch, what you would do, cut it down to 1 inch inside, fold it in half, and with your non-fabric scissors, because remember, from the folded side, you just take it and you create the shape you want. Open it out. Do be careful because you will get some like little slivers of the aluminium, so you don't want that all over. So you've got this, and now you can use this as a guide to draw around it with your wood burning tool. So I've created this one for my 2 inch. I'm going to line it up with the edge of my eraser bit that we've just done. I'm just going to bring it a little bit over here so I'm closer to my tool. And then you basically watch your fingers. Be very careful when you do this. I am naturally accident prone, so I did flinch, but it was more because I was near the heat. It's not actually done me any serious damage, but you can, so just be very careful. My accident proneness is a reason that I don't use this as much as I could. I'm just going to tap down the sides to make that a little bit tidier there. And I'm just going to do that. And then the other thing I like to do, just with my lighter and the clear bit of the flame, if there's any little bits and plasticky edges, I just cut those, well, you basically give them a little trim, and then I just give it a little bit of an extra go with the wood burning tool. Now it's not completely sealed, so the other thing I do is with fabric glue. So you want one that's completely clear drying, that you're not going to see through, that you're not going to see like any marks or glue underneath, which is why I suggest fabric glue, not hot glue. So pop some in there along your edge. Try not to get it on the front of the bow like I almost did there. And what I do with my fingers is I use the heat from my body to just move that glue around so it's not all in one place, so when it dries there won't be any like visible marks under there. So that's that end. And then the other end, so this piece, we'll do this bit first. So I want to take this so that this is this way, and again from the edge with the raw edge, just want to make sure, so line it up so you've got the 3 peaks. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. So that would be right. So with this one, you want it to get your 3 peaks, you want it lined up with there, so you get your nice. So I'm gonna put it so it's just over the edge. There, just reline it up, won't be a second. There. So like I said, line it up so you've got those 2 peaks. And again with that tip side, do mind your fingers. You can use this to go around these. There you go. And again, don't be afraid to get the lighter on those little bits there you occasionally get. There you go. So that's the upside down part. And we are going to take this, place that on the ribbon, as you can see, similar to this, only that one's more pointed. You can make your own. Again, I have this version, well, this version that I have made freehand, so you can do it either way. You can make your own little template, or you can cut it freehand and seal it yourself. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to layer this on top of the end. Like I said, make sure it's the same size as the eraser. Place the black over the top. And again, I'm just going to temporarily pin all my layers in place so it doesn't slip when we move this side down. Over there. So that's all attached there. And again, with the edge tool, this actually, let me just line that up a little bit better because it's angled to one side. There we go. With this one, from a point, you can line that up. Just move the bits out of the way so it lays flat, and so it actually lays on my cutting board. There we go. Line it up so it's centered, and on the point of the black there, as you can see here, you've got your 2.14 inch ribbon guide, so you can use that. And like I said, it's upside down. You normally do it the other way for spikes. And then you can go along that edge. mind yourself when you move in there. Obviously you'll be able to do better angles because you're not showing people how to do it. And there's that end. Move those out of the way. And again, this side's not glued, so we're going to take the fabric glue. This is E6000, well, a version of it. And just down there. Use your finger, like I said, spread out all that glue so it's nice and even. So there's our end pieces done. Move this out of the way. And that out of the way for now. And then we will take our template. You want it just a little bit over the edge. And then wrap around this way. The other thing I do is obviously if the razor's a bit more over that way than the other, I just make sure it's balanced out. So you can also check. So that's 2 inches longer and that's 2 inches longer on the template, so that way you'll know that it is even. Then you can take your needle and thread from above in 1, well that's 2, 3, 4 just before you go there, 5 is over, 6, 7, and on your template, if it's a bit higher up, what you can do is I bring my ribbon out a little bit and you can pop your needle underneath using the guide still and come up through the top ribbon in alignment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on the back you'll have 1, 2, 3, and your 4th one's just underneath the template. So I'll take that off and show you. Okay, and then you can take this, and just so you know, I've got freehand versions of all of these styles, so if you want to do the pencil but you don't want to use the template, I'll put the links in the description so you can do it either way, whichever's best for you. So wrap that around the centre. Now it's all cinched. You'll see you've got 2 creases on each one to make it nice and even. Stitch that off in the back however you like to. Okay. I'll just drop my 9mm on the floor that matches it. So got the clip to add. There we go. So just pop that on the back. Across the centre where we've just done our wrap and cinch. Take your matching 9mm, heat seal our ends as normal. Open the clip, right on the centre there. Open that up, wrap round once, open your clip. Make sure it's quite tightly wrapped so it's nicely aligned, and then on the front line it up with the ribbon underneath and then do a twist like that. Gives you a little bit of interest to your centre. Make sure that's out of the way so we don't cut into it when we finish off. And this makes about a 5-inch bow. It's about 5 inches wide because obviously it's as wide as the template, and it's about 6 inches with the length of your pencils. So there you go, super cute half pinwheel pencil bows. Thanks for watching, bye.